We got my tiny yarn, I've got my tiny hooks, because today we're making TXT keychains. Because there's someone out there who has been waiting for this video. I've never done this before, so it took me a while to figure out like what to even do. But I came up with this brilliant idea, I'm a genius, of doing TXT album theme keychains. We're obviously starting with Blue Hour because like Blue Hour is the easiest. I've done Blue Hour things before. It just makes sense. Just makes sense. I'm gonna start with a ghost because my favorite song is Ghosting. I've got this teeny tiny yarn. I think this is weight 1 and these might be weight 2. I was thinking if I don't have a certain color, I can just use embroidery floss because what's the difference? I have 3 hooks here because I'm not sure what size I'll need to make these all tightly woven. I'm going to start with 3 because you always gotta start with the biggest so that you don't waste time because this will create more for less. We love it. I'm gonna start with a magic ring because we're going to make a little circle. Yay! Oh my goodness. This is our 6th single crochet in a magic circle and it is I always wanted to do the miniature crochet because it looks so freaking cute, but I have pretty bad eyesight, so I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to, and I'm right. I can already feel a headache coming on. It'll be worth it, it's fine. Okay, I'm on my 2nd round here and unfortunately we have holes and I might need to stuff this, so I'm gonna have to go down a size. Ugh. Starting over. So I did my 6 single crochet in a magic ring, then did my 2nd row, which is increasing in every stitch. And I think this is the size that I'm gonna do because it's so adorable. I ended up using a 2mm hook. And now we're gonna do a few rows, probably like, oh, I don't know, like 3 to 5 rows of just single crochet, non-increase. And the amount of times I had to restart this, I feel like I'm learning how to crochet all over again. I want them to be cute, short, and stubby, so I'm gonna stop here. I can make gloves like this. Ooh. And I'm going to decrease in every single stitch in the back loops only. Close this off. It's time to stuff it. I guess one of the good things about this is it like takes nothing. The only thing is it's really awkward. Like maybe I should have done it the row before, but it also would have been awkward then. This hole is so tiny. I don't even know. I'm gonna try to stick my little tail in first. Tiny things are so cute, but so difficult. Is it even worth it? I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna do this again, so don't ask me. Get in there! It looks like a little jujube. Jujube? What? Jujube? What is that word? Trust the process. Instead of having to sew this, because I don't know how many times I have to say this, I hate sewing. I'm just going to slip stitch across into the other stitches a few times until it's all together. Tomorrow by together. I don't recommend doing that. It's all lumpy on the bottom now. Take your time, sew it, make a masterpiece. I'm just gonna fasten off. Where are my scissors? I got them. And now we're gonna refasten on this little ridge that we would have created when we, this is way too bright. I am so sorry. That we created when we crocheted in the back loops only. Because we need to make the little thing that's at the bottom of ghosts. I should know. I've never seen one in my life. Oh my gosh, does this count as a Halloween themed video? 'Tis the season. All I am doing for this is doing a double crochet, then slip stitching the next 2 stitches, and then a double crochet, slip stitch the next 2 stitches. So, double crochet. Oh my lord, this is so difficult with this yarn. Slip stitch again. Double crochet again and repeat. And that makes this little bit of a wave on the bottom. Teensy bit of a wave. Is it not wavy enough? I don't even know. You tell this is a ghost. Something's outside. It's scary. I just realized I'm gonna have to actually sew in my ends for this because they're so much more obvious than when I'm doing big projects. Like this doesn't look appealing. Woo! I'm literally just stabbing these through the ghost, pulling it out the other end, and then cutting it because I'm too lazy. Work smarter, not harder. This does not look like a ghost. Speaking of working harder or smarter or what, I was going to embroider a face on this. I do not want to embroider a face on this. I am going to draw a face on this. Not the greatest at drawing. Which side looks the best? None of the sides. Oh, I cannot see like a grandma. What is that noise? Oh gosh, dang it. I've ruined it. I don't even know if this is permanent. And then I want to make like little blush. Can't even see the blush. It doesn't look like a ghost. Okay, so first thing was a fail, but we're gonna keep going. Now I've seen something. Oh. I'm now gonna make a smiley face, but a flat smiley face. We are not making another ball. That was difficult. And I was planning on doing this anyway. This yarn, as you can see, is probably twice as thick as that one. It says easy pull, and then you can't even pull it. There we go. Since it's thicker, we're gonna use the 3mm hook, orange. 'Tis the season. I just made a circle, same as the last one. 6 single crochet in a magic ring, and then the next row increase in every stitch. Obviously bigger than this one because the yarn and hook size is bigger. Now I'm gonna sew on the ends, I guess. Just realized, and I'm glad I realized in at least the second project, that I'm gonna need a way to connect all of these, and I don't want to just connect it to a random stitch on here because then it might warp whatever thing it is. Like this smiley face would be easily warped. So I'm leaving a little tiny loop on the back while I'm sewing in my ends. So I just stitched, didn't pull this through all the way, and now I'm just gonna stitch a few more times to hold it into place. On my embroidery floss, because I am embroidering this one. If you don't have embroidery floss, just draw on it. I don't know how permanent that is though. And also, I do not want to have to redo this if I mess up drawing on it, because all this yarn was supposed to be for my boy next door, like Sano's really fancy cool cardigan that I really want to make. So I really shouldn't be doing this, but asking you shall receive. I have this super long needle that I've been sewing with, but like I'm too lazy to find another one. This will do. I think it's super cute, if I do say so myself. Very like homemade crafty feels, which is what the whole thing is gonna give, I'm guessing. Next is the time, 5:43, which I'm going to make a grid pattern for. Obviously, I've already made one before, but I lost that, and plus I want to make it smaller than this. Normally, oh hello, what am I doing? Deleting all my apps here. Normally I would use, what is happening? Stop it. Normally I would use Stitch Fiddle for my pixel grid things, but since it's just gonna be a small thing and I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just gonna use this little cute app here. Gonna color it all in purple. Obviously, it's not gonna be a square, it's gonna be like like a rectangle, but whatever. I like using this one. I don't know how many pixels it'll be because it doesn't make me enter it. So we're gonna make a 5 with as little pixels as possible, but also still looks good. Then another 5 with the same counts, and a 3. And I think I will do 2 pixels on either side, bottom and top. Or maybe just 1. I don't know. Decision. This is this yarn again. I'm going to try to use my smallest hook with it though, so that it's smaller. And if it's not small enough, I'm just literally going to crochet with some embroidery thread. So with my grid here, if I do 2 on each end and above, which I think I've decided to do, then I will be doing, would it make more sense to go this way? Never thought of doing it like that. Nah, let's not make it complicated. If I do it with 2 on either end, as I was saying, it will be 17 classic stitches wide. So I will chain 17. Okay, so I did my first row of this, and it turns out it's a lot bigger than I wanted to be. I wanted to just be like a little cute tag hanging down between these guys, and that is not what this is. So I'm not gonna use this. Plus my embroidery thread that I found is a nicer color. And I also realized that my white is super thin anyway, so it'll end up looking weird if I'm using 2 very different weight yarn. Gotta use your noggin sometimes when you're doing this. Oh my goodness. This is gonna get so tangled. I'm not looking forward to this. I think this is my first time crocheting with embroidery floss. So we will see how that goes. And I think I'm going to only do 1 purple on either side of everything. So instead of 17, sorry, we are doing, why is 17 minus 2 that hard? 15, we're doing 15. Ugh. Honestly, this is still a little bit bigger than I was hoping for, but it's not possible to make it any smaller because I have nothing else. I don't have a smaller hook. And also if I make it any smaller, I feel like my eyeballs will just pop out. It's just leave me. Changing color is annoying enough. Now I have to do it with freaking string. And look at this. What's this? Quality thread right there. This is ridiculously hard and taking a ridiculously long time. Holy goodness. I am almost halfway done. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm good. No, I'm not. You wanna know how long I've been doing all this for? Hours. Probably like 2. No, I haven't been doing it for 2 hours. Yes, I have. I have to stop now, so because I've got to get ready to go to an audition because I'm an actor. This is a welcome break. Not looking forward to coming back to this. This is all I have to show for my 2 hours of work. I'm back. Took a little break and finished this. It doesn't, oh, it looks nicer on camera as per usual, but it's not that neat. And it's like twice the size of what I would want to go with these guys, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I also realized that I didn't actually explain how to use grid patterns or what they even are. Basically, each square is a stitch. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm just messing this up. Each square is a single crochet stitch and you just read it row by row, usually going up the way because that's how crochet is. I want to do a gummy bear next for Stupid's Little Bear, but I cannot be bothered to figure out how to do that. I don't want to. So I'm gonna be following this tutorial, only I think I'm going to do not this snout because the snout looks funny to me. No offense to the creator, I'm pretty sure everyone's doing it that way, but not I. Of course, it will be linked below. I'm currently rewatching a bunch of to-do episodes because I'm getting so excited for new episodes to come out. Never mind. So that's gonna end up way too big, even though I'm using, I forgot to say, embroidery thread and a 2mm hook. It was too big. I thought it was gonna be the perfect size, and turned out I was just making the head, which means the body would be even bigger. Ugh, no thank you. I guess I have to make my own. I've done 6 single crochet in a magic ring for the first round. Second round, I increased. Now the round after that, I'm going to do a bobble, which is exactly what this person's doing in their thing. You wrap around, insert, pull through. Gosh dang it. It's just a series of unfinished double crochet. So you wrap around, insert, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through, just 2 loops, leaving these 2 here, then again wrap around, go under, pull through, then again we're just going through these 2. Now we have 3. We're doing this until we get 5 on our hook. If you need to look up a tutorial, because I took actual tutorials, it's called a bobble stitch. Holy goodness, it's hard with this thread. What? Can I count? 5. Okay, so we have 5 on here, then we pull through all of them. This is our ear. It's probably gonna be too big for this little thing. I don't know, we'll see. This is trial and error. In the next stitch, we're going to increase, I think, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. And then single crochet in the next one, making this up as I go. We'll increase in the next one. And then we'll do another bobble in our last stitch here. And then I did an extra little single crochet here. And now I'm going to try to flip this around so that we are right side around. These little ears, so cute. All right, so this is the head. These are the little ears. I'm just made with the little bobble stitches. Now I have no idea. Let's just I don't know. I don't know. Let's crochet around until we get in the middle of these 2 ears so we can make the little snout that I said I wasn't going to make, but I'm gonna make it. I'm just gonna make the snout 4 on the hook. I did 5 before. I just don't want it to be as sitting out as it is for the other things. Oh no, look at that. There is a thread out of place. That's going to bother me. Gosh dang you. It's whatever. Okay. And then single crochet the rest of the way around. Is that too much still? Is that too much of a snout? It's maybe too much of a snout. I'm going to just do 3 on the hook. Hello, 3 on the hook. Pull through all 3. I hate crocheting with this little mini. Okay, then we'll just single crochet the rest of the row, I guess. Around. I think it's a teensiest bit of a snout there. Now I'm gonna do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease around just to make the head go in, and that is what she did. We'll see if it works on this one. If you end up with an extra stitch at the end like I did, just single crochet into it because I didn't count anything properly. Now we're going to 1 single crochet, 1 increase all the way around. This is bothering me so much. I'm gonna stuff the head with the teensiest bit of stuffing. All right, so here we are. This is the head, right side up. We got our ears, we got our nose, and we've started the body. Now, since I've already gone past, like this is the round that I'm at, I need to mark this. For importance, sort of, not really, because I'm just kind of winging it, so that's not important. I'm just going to make my way around, so now we're upside down. I'm gonna make my way around back until here where we're gonna do our first bobble, because that'll be our little arm, right? Our little arm here. And then I'll do maybe 1 stitch in between and then another little bobble for the little arm. Yeah, so I did bobble, 1 stitch in between, bobble, work my way around again. I feel like maybe the 5 stitch bobble, 5 loop on hook bobble, I don't know what to call things, is maybe a bit much for this little guy, but it's done. I think I'll just do 1 single crochet around before doing the bobbles for the feet. It's adorable, it's so cute. Its neck is a little long, but we can just mush him in and be super cute again. Now we're just gonna decrease all the way around, close this up, but first we're gonna stuff it so it's adorable and juicy looking. Ah, I'm so proud. I know all I did was like slightly modify someone else's pattern, but like I didn't think it would work, so made my little loop on top here. That was intentional. What's up? Oh, I forgot to like tell you what I'm doing here. So I did only do 1 row for the belly in between the arms and the legs. And then I did the same thing for the legs that I did for the arms. And then yeah, I decreased a bunch and then actually stitched this together so it's slightly less bumpy on the bottom. He's so squishy. Believe it or not, I have one more thing to complete before being done this. We are also, not the ghost, we're also going to make a little cloud in a very light pink. So pretty. Do I know how to make clouds? No, I've never done it before. Am I gonna try to make it myself? Probably not. Let's look up a tutorial and see if I can find one small enough. So I was wanting to do like a little like amigurumi cloud, which is what I was searching for. But then I was like, it'd be simple enough to just freaking make 2 of these and then just stitch them together and stuff them. So smart! But again, it would be super easy for me to try to like figure this out and make my own cloud. But honestly, I'm so done. This is only slightly fun for me. The person who requested this video is probably watching this like, I did not ask you to freaking stress yourself out making these little teeny tiny things. The only reason I'm wanting to make them so small is because I made the first 2 things so tiny that like I feel like the rest have to match. So whatever. I did this to myself. Anyway, I have no idea where I was going with that. What's happening? Oh, I thought I was going to like just, this is gonna be a 1-day thing. I was gonna make like 3 different album keychains. Of course, I started with the hardest one, but like it's almost 3 o'clock. I feel like this video is already at least 15 minutes long at this point. Watch me be super right because I'm super smart and I can see the future. I'm gonna see how I feel after this because I still have to put it all together. Fun times. Once again, I changed my mind because 1, this is again gonna be too big. This is just after the first round. I haven't even started doing the poofy bits yet. I guess I'm just gonna figure this out myself. Loving life. We're gonna do some chains, all right? Chain whatever your heart desires. We're gonna make the chain on the tighter side. 왜냐면, oh, I really need to start practicing Korean. Oh, why am I making a magic ring? What am I doing? My brain is gone. We're gonna be stitching into it from both sides, so if it's loose, there's gonna be some holes, and we don't want holes. And then I go ahead and don't even make it tight. That's nice. Whatever, it's fine. If the stuffing from inside shows, what it's a freaking cloud anyway. I should just stick this onto my keychain. So mad for no reason. Then in the second chain from the hook, I can make my own pattern here. You increase. Because basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick 4 on either end, which will give us like a nice little oval-y looking thing. So we do 2 in the first stitch. We go over here. In this last stitch here, we do 2 on the top. Then we flip it around, we do 2 on the bottom. Go around and then do 2 in the last bottom here as well. As I said before, that's 4 on this side, 4 on that side. Did I do 2 on here already? Can't even freaking tell. Actually, scratch that. So what I said was right. We chained 8. We stitched into the second chain from the hook and then we went across, right? And then we did 2 in the last stitch here, just so that we can flip it over here. And when we flip it over, this is gonna be our last row. We're only doing 1 round, okay? So we flip around. I did a single crochet in this first little stitchy stitch here. Then I'm gonna do a, what shall I do? A double crochet, perhaps? That's looking good. Another double crochet in the next stitch. 아이고. a natural. I don't know. Make your own loopy loops. Make your own little bumpity bumps. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe just write a little note of what you did, and then you can do it again if you want to make two and stitch them together. That's more advice for me than you. I'm not recording this, and I'm probably just going to hope that it looks similar at the end. All that being said, I remade mine because I didn't like it. I just made it smaller, like shorter, because this one was on the long side and I wanted a cute little poofy one. And I also did not write down what I did, so I just tried my best to recreate it as I went. I mean, they're not perfect, but they kind of go together one way or another. One way. Oh. I thought it'd be super cute to stitch it in a different color, so I'm gonna stitch it in white. I finished stitching the top half. You literally cannot even tell that I'm stitching in a different color, so that was pointless. It looks like it's raining. I made sure these would all stay, you know, in a place where I'd be able to stuff them all in after, because I don't want to have to sew them, and then put a little bit of stuffing in there. Can I get some recommendations or like whatever for how to pull a needle through something that's kind of stuck without using my teeth? Because I've done that before and I literally chipped my tooth. So okay, well, I just used my teeth like a second ago, but I'm trying to be more careful, but I just don't know what to use, especially because my fingers are always so, a bit TMI, but like they're always so sweaty and like there's no freaking, I'm gonna stab myself. Like pliers? I don't want to get out my pliers every time I have to sew something. Like, come on. Ugh, I got it. It's not as cute as I was hoping, but it's something. I have a bunch of keychains here that I have not used yet from my time when I was super into jewelry making and I bought all that stuff and that lasted a week. I wish I bought the ones that, like, you know, the clippy ones, the ones that you like do that and they go woo. But no, I got keychains. Oh, I thought the chain would be longer. She's whatever. This is gonna be the hardest part, like figuring out where to place everything. I kind of pictured like a long chain and them hanging at different lengths. So these are my chain options. I have this, which would be super cute, but I think that would take away from this. So I don't really want to use that. And then I have this, which is far too thick, I think. Like, what's this like? Yeah, it's probably like twice the size of this. And would that make it look kind of, it's not the vibe either. Or maybe that'd be fine, I don't know. My other option is to put together a bunch of jump rings, which are these little rings that you use to like attach things to things. But that's kind of a waste of jump rings and a lot of extra time. How does it look? Is it super cute? Be nice if they were all reversible. But yeah, I think it looks nice-ish. That was a lot of freaking work. I ended up just using this bigger chain, using jump rings to stick them all on. I just stuck this one with a jump ring onto the ring, and then I used the chain that was on it. I took it off and then I just stuck it on here like this onto the other chain. I was too lazy to go back and like add a little loop to the ghost, so this thing's kind of pulling it and making it cone shaped. If you don't have chains and all this equipment and stuff, do not worry, just use yarn, string, be creative. I was gonna do Thursday's Child after this, but I need a break. I literally am surprised I can even see at this point. My eyes hurt. Also, I was thinking while making this, imagine selling this, right? Hours and hours of work, but since it's tiny, people would be like, oh, well, you know, I pay like $15 for it. Like, this is so much more work than say if I made like a freaking huge like plushie or a tote bag or something. I would charge, I don't even know what I would charge for this, $50 to $100 for this. It's annoying though, because where can I put this? I can only put this on another key ring. Stuck it on my lamp where all my other keychains are. Beautiful. At least it doesn't have to get lost in the pile like everything else. Yes, I'll just work on my next video for the rest of today. It is 4 p.m. and now I have a mess to clean up, which I love. We're back! Thursday's child time. I am doing a rose and I want it to be like a palm-sized rose. So I am now using my regular yarn. This is a weight 4, but it's on the thinner side for a weight 4. So I'm still probably able to use my 3mm hook. So hopefully it's just like about this size. I am using a tutorial because I've never made any kind of like layered flower before. And this one right there looks gorgeous. And the only problem is it's en español. If you couldn't already tell by the way I said that, I do not speak Espanol. So normally I would just be like, I'm using this tutorial, go watch the tutorial. But since it's in Spanish, and I mean, if you understand Spanish, I'm just gonna follow this step by step and like translate it. Good thing, mostly just counting, and I sort of know numbers. I apparently don't know what 6 is. It says, I learned that. I'm learning things. We are chaining 36, which is 36 if I am correct. I've chained 36, and then they say to chain 3 more. 3 más. So we have our 3 that we just chained. We're not going into the 4th one from the hook. I believe we're gonna count 1, 2 more, which would mean this is the 6th one from the hook. I'm just gonna rewatch that and make sure. I've rewatched it like freaking 6 times already. Says times. Okay, I think I was wrong. What else is new? You insert into the 4th. No. 5th. 5 chain from the hook. And I don't know what you do here. Just 1 second. Punto bajo. I don't know what that means, but it looks like they did a single crochet. So you single crochet in the 5th chain from the hook. This is difficult. I'm telling you. Then we chain another 3. We skip 2 chains. My brain's gonna explode. So we chain 3. We skip 2 chains going into the 3rd chain. Why is she saying una? Is that a thing? I should learn Spanish. Okay, we're just doing the same thing. So we're, holy goodness. I should have figured this out before telling you what to do, but we're in this together. I did not watch this ahead of time to figure it out ahead of time, because that's just how I roll. Lucky for us, it's just repeating. So she's literally just going 3 chain and then working 1, 2, 3, a single crochet into the 3rd one, and doing that over and over again until you reach the end of your chain. Hopefully you did it right. I think I did it wrong. I ended up with 1 extra stitch, which I'm going to kindly ignore. So I have 11. Ah, no, she ended up with 12. I have 11. Gosh dang it, what did I do? Now I have 13. I'm so done. What is happening? Okay, still slightly wrong, but it has 12 now. So, okay, my brain hurts. For the next row, we turned our work. Oh my gosh, no freaking way. Why am I working upside down? I have to start all over. Ah! Look how much work this was. So, as I said, we turned our work, not upside down. I'm just stupid. They slip stitched in this first stitch, and then 5 chain, and then we're going to do a humongous bobble stitch with triple crochet. Bobble stitches is basically a series of non-finished stitches. We're gonna pull through our first 2, and then we're gonna pull through our second 2, and then leave it, not pulling through the last 2. We're gonna do that so many freaking times. So pull through our first 2, pull through our second 2, leave it. Continue until you have 10 loops on your hook, including this first chain. It's a crazy amount, and just when you think no more will fit, she says again. Now we just yarn over and start pulling through 2 at a time. Yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to single crochet in the space, not where the chain thing is, a key, and we're gonna single crochet in there. We're gonna do that 4 times. So this is our first single crochet. Then we do 1 more single crochet, another. So we have 4 here, and then chain 2, and then you single crochet again into the same little thing there. And then we single crochet in the last 4 triple crochet things here. Then chain 5 again. Hello, what's happening here? And then single crochet into our big huge space here. Then we slip stitch into this next big hole. And guess what? We do it all over again. Yay! But I'm super excited actually because this looks amazing. Like, I'm so happy with this. Thank you so much. This took so much longer than I thought, which is saying a lot because I thought it would take forever, and it took even longer. But it's gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna be like the perfect size that I wanted. I'm so excited. I really freaking hope that the last few steps are not very hard, but I'm only halfway through the tutorial video, so what does that say? Now we're just wrapping it together. So it looks like Rose. Hello? It's looking bad. Wait, I would recommend watching her for this part. This is the most annoyed I've been while making something in a really, really long time. Like, I'm actually mad. And I haven't been mad, like, making any of my previous videos. I've never been mad. What the freak is this? What is this? It was going so well, and then I just can't sew it together properly, but it's like, how the freak am I supposed to unsew that now? Because I've just been stabbing it randomly. What it's supposed to look like, what it actually looks like. Like, what? And I don't understand why I'm so mad. Like, I'm actually mad. It's just crafting. I didn't even expect anything that I'm making to work. So why am I mad? I don't know. I'm just why is it so difficult? She made it look so easy. It looked bad from the beginning, but I just thought maybe if I kept going. Okay, I'm feeling a little better now. I somehow managed to unsew it and then re-sew it, and it's still not great, but it's like 50 bajillion times better. So I'll take it. It's just super annoying because like she was talking the entire time while sewing this together, and I'm sure she was like giving advice and instructions on how to sew it properly, but the only thing I could understand was, this is easy. It's so easy. This rose is easy. Maybe for you. The original idea was to have a rose and then some flames, but I don't really know how to do the flames without it looking like super cheesy. Because you know, I want the good boys. I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm going to tie together some red and yellow string. Should have more red than yellow probably. Gonna tie it in a knot in the middle here. If I can, holy goodness. Do I have a brush? Wow, spaghetti flames. A toothbrush is even more effective, but kind of a waste because I don't know if I can use this now. The yellow yarns aren't getting fuzzy for some reason. They're not separating as much, even though these are two of the exact same kinds of yarn. But I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that little tassel on the bottom here. And then I'm also just gonna make a heart. I'm gonna make a broken heart because that's very Thursday's Child-esque. I'm just gonna use the little heart video that I used for the heart eye on my Binky Bong plushie thing. Everything again linked below. Oh my gosh, okay, but first I need to take a break because I'm back. I took a break. If going to the dentist counts as a break, I don't know. And I was in a good mood and I was like, hey, let's go to the store and look at the electronic toothbrushes because the dentist recommended I get an electronic toothbrush. Didn't have no service for some reason, so then I couldn't, like, I wanted to research before spending. Some of those are freaking $300 and I'm like, no, I need to think more about this purchase. Anyway, I got a little tote bag for free stuff. That's why I was in a good mood with some freebies in it from the dentist, you know, typical like toothbrush, a little tiny toothpaste or whatever. So I'm in the aisle and this security dude keeps walking past me, like looking and trying to look into my bag, my free bag that I got. I can see him in the reflection of the like case that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, act natural. And then like I want to leave right away because he made me uncomfortable, and I've never had that experience before. I literally was like, okay, whatever. So then I go and I'm like, maybe I should buy something now so I don't look suspicious, but then I'm like, maybe that looks more suspicious. So I go to a different aisle, to the candy aisle, because where else am I gonna go? It's my favorite aisle. And he follows me there. I have never once been accused of stealing or been followed around the store like I'm this little like white girl. Like, that's not an experience I've ever had. And then he talks to me, and I am not a fan of confrontation. I have high social anxiety. I am not good with people in general. And he walks past me again. He's like, would you like a basket? And I was like, okay, see, because I was nervous and words just kind of came out of my mouth. Since I knew he was talking about this and that he thought that I stole stuff, I literally think I just went, oh no, I just came from the dentist, which doesn't really make sense in context. He was probably like, I asked if you wanted a basket. Why are you telling me you went to the dentist? I don't care. I opened up my bag. I was like, I'm sorry, because I'm such a people pleaser. I couldn't just be like, I didn't freaking steal. You can look in my bag if you want. I was like, I'm sorry if it looked like anything. And I start like pulling things out of here, and I'm like, I just came back from the dentist. These are from the dentist. And I don't even know if I said these are from the dentist or that these are like freebies or whatever. Maybe I just was like, just kept repeating like, I just came from the dentist. And he was like, what the frick? So then he kept repeating like, do you want a basket? Because you can't like, and I'm like, I didn't buy anything in here because I'm not buying anything. So I literally was like, oh no, I'm not buying anything. Like, I was just looking at the toothbrushes and I'm probably gonna go now. And then he asked again, do you want a basket? And I was like, no, I think I'm gonna go now. And I did this with my bag, which probably looked super sus. Like, no, I'm gonna take all this stuff. And then he's like, oh, like that's not from here. And I'm like, no, it's from the dentist. I was like halfway down the block and I was like, I should turn back. I should turn back and go in there and be like, for the record, I didn't take nothing. And then I felt like crying, and I still feel like crying. And this has nothing to do with the video, and I'm sorry. Just needed to rant about that. Feeling real bad for people who have to like deal with that on the daily. I didn't steal a toothbrush. And you can't even steal the electronic one. I was literally only looking at the electronic ones, and they're all in a case locked up. How am I gonna steal? What am I gonna steal? An empty box? There were empty boxes that I guess that would have been inconvenient for them because they would have had to get another empty box. Anyway, back to this. I finished my heart before I left. Good, because I probably wouldn't have been in the mood for it now. I'm going to embroider a little zigzag for the brokenness of the heart. Alright, so this is my heart. This is my rose. It looks really nice now. I'm happy. And this is my pitiful fire tassel. And we're gonna put it all together now. I think it looks kind of stupid with this on it. Either shorten this or put it up here. I don't know. Does that look cool if it's together or just like without that? It's kind of boring without that, but I don't know. Sure, whatever. I'm so done. I wanted to do at least 3, but these were both very time intensive and I'm done. How do I do a thumbnail for this? I don't even know. Let's go.